is Jonathan Lee. So this is my so to start off. I imported matplotlib and num afterwards just to as the name implies, so the username, the date, um, and the two team names, such as so for example, maybe my school name, Saigon South International School, and maybe the other team that my volleyball team might be playing against, which is the International School of Ho Chi Minh City or the Canadian School. Yeah, so when looking at the first function, I'll just read you my doc string, which I like to always write. This function will ask for 4 different things for some context, which will be used later in my program, while printing out the name of Team A and Team B. Moving on, get game stat. This function will have the user input what rally number it is, who won the round, why that was the case, in other words, why that outcome was that outcome, and yeah, it will return a list to help my next function, which is print statistics, which just prints whatever that's needed. It will print the final score, the analyzed data, which is in the following one, which is like right here. Analyzed data, which just reads the list that was from GameStat. That was returned from GameStat, my bad. And once it reads that list, it will just look for the specific terms, serve out, nets, spikes, and afterwards return a total analyzed list. Moving on to make text document. Very simple. It's a function that just makes a text document with it to be organized. It makes its own name, which is called this file name, just so it can be for future reference when making my graphs. Moving on to find text document. It will ask for a file name to compare a previous game to the current game, and yet again my imported file will be analyzed by the program to look for the three things. So what I just highlighted is the same thing as the next two functions, just changed in variables. Yes, there are 2 parts within this one function where it will show the graph of Team A and their compared to the previous game, and Team B compared to the previous game, and in this case is comparing spikes. Yeah, to give an example, how maybe the current game we had 5 spikes, while the previous game we might have 2 spikes, so we improved in 3 spikes, and it will tell the coach, my client, the significance of that. It's the same thing, just trying to show you guys it does the exact same thing. And finally, get final score. It'll help me tell me the winner and tell me the final score, which is always important. So to speak, like 25 to 23. And yeah, so this will be by part 1. I'm running out of space, so yeah, to the next part 2.